So, um, I just really felt led to do this video tonight. As you can see, it is pretty late, almost 11 o'clock, and I just wanted to share a few things that I heard the Lord say as I was getting ready to somewhat go to bed, because I'll be back up at midnight praying. And as I was getting ready, He began to talk to me about something that I feel like needs to be shared now. Usually I will kind of wait until the morning or write it out, but I really feel like this is a very pivotal word for someone right now. And so as I was just listening to the Lord, He said, don't die in another man's dream. Don't die in another man's dream. And of course, I'm listening for more to that. And as I was doing that, God brought back to my mind the life of Joseph, and the fact that Joseph was in Potiphar's house. And then I heard, very distinctly the thought that if Joseph had not been pushed out of Potiphar's house through false accusation, through persecution, through the temptation that came and the pressing that came from Potiphar's wife, he would have stayed there. In other words, he would have died a happy slave, and he never would have fulfilled all that God had set in Joseph through a dream to do. So just want to encourage you to not die in another man's dream. Don't die in another man's concept of you. Don't die in another man's perception of who you're supposed to be, because we know that Potiphar bought Joseph. And so, of course, with the buying of another human being, slavery, trafficking, you can allow how you got there to begin to set the course for your life. But God never planned for Joseph to end, or for his story and his destiny to end at the fact that he was bought, at the fact that he was trafficked by his brothers. And so I just encourage you tonight to not die in another man's dream. Don't die in another man's thought of you. Don't die in another man's concept of you. You've got to go on to destiny. And so if that means that God will allow some things to come and push you out of that place that He was only using to bring you to the place of destiny, then that's what He'll do. And so I want to encourage you, don't die in another man's dream. Don't die in another person's plan for you, but make sure that you go on to destiny. We already know Jeremiah 29:11 says, God says, for I know the thoughts that I have for you, thoughts of peace and not of evil, thoughts to give you an expected end. So God's got a plan for you, and it's never a plan of evil, and it's never a plan of harm, and it's never a plan to do you wrong. Doesn't mean those things won't come in the midst of what God is trying to do, but it means that that is not God's final destination for you. So if you're going through something tonight, if you're feeling as if, God, I'm in a tight place, I'm in a hard place, I'm in a place where literally I feel like things have been done wrong to me, I've been mistreated, I've been treated like I am someone's property, I have been sold out by somebody, understand that that is not your end place. You must, hear me, you must go on to destiny. So again, I just want to encourage you, don't die in another man's dream, but make sure you go on to destiny and live out that thing and that dream that God has birthed and placed on the inside of you. God bless you.